First off, we're gonna. Is this how we're starting the pod? This how. Look,
I have a lot of things to talk about. It's been a while, dude. We're back. You were ghosting me for a bit because you headlined.
no, that's wrong.
Dude.
Look.
You did your headliner show. You did great. You sold a lot of tickets, and then I didn't hear from you for like 4 days. You just went off the grid.
Look, first
you went
off,
off the grid,
which
is fine.
If you love me like you really love me, or you say you love me, you would understand that I needed some time to decompress.
I understand that.
A lot happened.
No, I gave you space.
No. I don't know what happened. You were filming pods with other bitches again, weren't you?
I gotta stay busy.
You smell like other bitches, Doug.
I gotta stay busy. I'm gonna be on the road. I'll open up for some people.
Oh, see who's not on the road. Okay, hold on. We got a lot of things we got to get into.
A lot of things.
I guess first things first. Should we just recap the show?
Your show? Yeah, let's go. Let's
Okay.
run it down, man.
So we're gonna make it smooth. Quick, easy. I hate everything I do, and the idea of saying anything I did is good makes my balls go into my stomach. So you do it. What did you think of the show?
Very impressed.
Don't.
Very impressed. No, look, I didn't sit and watch the whole show. I did dip in and out.
You know my set.
Yeah. And what I do when I watch comedy, like live comedy, I focus on the audience. I already know what you do. I've seen you at mics. I've seen you at shows. We've done plenty of fucking gigs together. Mm-hmm. So why watch the audience? The audience was fucking loving it.
That was the first time, I will say,
they were loving it.
In my short comedy career, that I can honestly say, like, I know, like, that feeling of being the headliner, like being the person everybody's there to see, sort of thing, like whatever. It's a different energy, like the laughs, like just kind of like keep rolling. Like there's just like a constant. That was great. I did the time.
Real talk, dude. Real talk. I was really nervous for the beginning of your set. I was just like, he just needs to. Once he gets started, he'll be fine. But like, I've seen you start the shows like, "Hey, yo, what's up, motherfucker?" You know, like you fucking come out real aggressive, and I was like, you come out like too silly sometimes. And so I was just like, how is he gonna start the show? Because the starting of the show is like that's what like sets the whole mood.
Yeah, for the
whole thing. And you did great. I mean, you sold a lot of tickets. You knew a lot of people there. Mm-hmm. People were there to see you. People were there to see a comedy show. It was a good mix of people that you knew and people that just bought tickets for a comedy show.
Yeah, everybody did good.
Yeah, it was fun. It was a fun show. But I'm talking like for you. Let's focus on you. Like you started the show and like you said what it was. Like, man, I know a lot of y'all know who I am. So shut the fuck up.
Oh, yeah. Dude, so my daughter...
And everybody just like, ah.
Yeah, so my daughter was in the back of the room, and my best friend Keith was back there with her, and he said that she came out for the beginning of the show and saw me come out, and the applause and all that.
Yeah.
And he let her watch that, and he was like, yeah, I was letting her watch for a second, and he's like, the second you said, and if you know me, shut the fuck up. He's like, I grabbed her and immediately was like, all right, back into the green room. Headphones on.
And when you first said it, I was like, no. And then the crowd like, I was like, yeah. Because that was so aggressive. That's such aggressive.
Yeah.
Like, I know you're here to see me. Now shut the fuck up.
Because I already
no.
knew. But here's the thing. I have jokes about both sides of my family. Right?
Yeah.
And they were all there.
Yeah.
So I was like, I already knew that they were going to say something at individual times. And so I just wanted, and I've talked to all of them separately, but I just wanted to say at the beginning of the show, if you do know me, shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Because I already know you want to, and there was a couple of, my uncle hopped up one time and started saying something, but I just ignored him, and my stepmom stood up and she clapped a couple times where I was like, is she going to say something? But no. But yeah.
No, but it was a great show, man. I saw the beginning of it. I was just nervous about the beginning because, like I said, like that's the beginning of the fucking set, especially a headlining set, is just like the toughest.
Two most important parts: the beginning and the end.
Pretty much.
Really, the middle part.
Middle part, you'll figure it out. If you lose them, you'll get them back. You'll lose them, you get them back. But nah, man, I don't even think you. I mean, you had them every time I walked in the room. They were fucking locked in, dude. It was great.
Yeah, it was dope. And
it was great seeing bits that I haven't heard in a while and stuff, because like you know, 45 minutes or 50 minutes rather, you don't really see that 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes segments, you know.
And I cut a bunch of shit. I cut like 20 minutes of joke.
When you get off stage and you realize, man, I still had this, I still had this,
I can start working on like a second hour.
That's fucking so fucking amazing. That's like a great feeling, because like before you go into it, like you're thinking like, can I even do a half hour? Can I even do 45 minutes?
Yeah.
And then you realize like I can plus some. And
that's why I've been saying it's so important here.
Yeah.
I've been putting myself at the end and doing like 30 minutes or whatever, just making it to where like 30 minutes feels easy. So then when I hit the 30-minute mark and I knew where I was at in my set, and I knew the next chunk I had was the chunk that I've been running here doing 30, I was like, oh, we're good. Like, we're overtime already. Like,
nah, it was a fucking great show, man. You got a good crowd, great
sold some good shirts. Oh yeah,
got your shirts,
Splashtown shirts. Hit me up, holler at your boy. I will make drops.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah,
but now you gotta tell me to wear it. Like I every day I've seen you since your show, you've been wearing that shirt. How am I supposed to wear your shirt if you're wearing your shirt?
Well, we wear it together, dog.
I don't want to wear it together.
Come on,
that's a little weird. Bro. That's a little weird. It is a nice shirt. It's a cool shirt. Splashtown represent,
and it's comfy.
It's great.
You know, it's a great shirt, dude. And I hope they sue me.
No, they won't sue.
I hope Splashtown.
There is no Splashtown to sue.
And apparently, there's still one in like Houston or something, maybe.
Oh, come and find you.
That's what I'm saying.
Come and find you.
Please, can you imagine if I got fucking... Anyways, off that, what else is new? I'm sad. But no. Yeah.
Sad?
Yeah.
The war?
Yeah, dude. I've been on Iran's side this whole time. They really took a beat. Dude. Fucking yeah. You know, breakup shit, that whole thing.
The Iraq-Iran breakup?
Yeah, Israel. Dude, that's what's going on.
Our Israel-Iran breakup?
Me and why do I have to fall? Dude, the girl I love is such a dumb bitch. Why do we have to?
Ah, man, I don't know. I mean, like,
you'd be like, fucking stop being an idiot and just let me love you. I said this on stage, but I honestly mean it. Dating nowadays is like trying to get a stray cat into your house. You know what I mean? Like you gotta do a bunch of basically let them sniff you, and once they're comfy, they want all the belly rubs, and they're loving, and all of a sudden they just love bomb, and then they fucking bite your hand all of a sudden.
That's so
disappear for 2 weeks. You don't hear shit, and then they just come back into your life. They liking all your stories.
Remember me?
They smell like somebody else. Like, where the fuck have you been? Who's been feeding you?
Who's been feeding you?
Who's been? Because I know I feed you by fucking telling you all day that you're beautiful and I love you.
Why are you so plump?
And that you're funny. I told her she was funny, dude. It was, she is funny. But I said that to a woman.
Yeah, man.
I looked her square in her eyes and I said, you are funny. And I meant it. And you know what? I fucking wish they never said that.
Nah, man. You can't take love back. If they don't if they don't accept it and they don't cherish it, man, just be happy that you had the opportunity to love them.
You know, much like a stray cat, I should have fucking locked her in a room when I got her into my house. Yeah. And I should have just left her in there until she was used to my scent. You know, I know she's gonna spray, she's gonna piss all over the place.
The thing with women,
after that, I'll grab her by the back of her neck, by her scruff. I'm going, you're mine now.
Yeah, that's the ticket. You have to the whole Stockholm syndrome. You have to make them love their captors.
You gotta be mean to them. Honestly, I will say this: I know you're in a relationship,
a little bit
you're
mean,
married.
A little bit mean, yes.
Dude, gotta the worst thing you could do nowadays is be nice to a girl. They all go, oh yeah, they don't want that.
They take niceness for weakness. Man.
It's the craziest thing. They're like, oh, my ex-boyfriend's shit, blah blah blah. And all of them, they talk shit, and then once you're like, oh okay, well I'll treat you right. They're like, ugh,
what's wrong with you?
And I all right, well I guess fuck me, But
yeah, you can't win, man. Because if you're too nice, they think you're weak.
Yeah,
and then you can't hit them.
I think we should go back to hitting them.
You can't hit them.
I think they would live better lives. If we were just smacking them around, they, you know what I mean?
Oh no, but there has to be some type of middle ground.
Do you have any do you have any friends that are girls?
No, my wife won't allow it.
Okay, well, I'll tell you one thing. I have a lot of friends that are girls, and it's infuriating. They're so just like lost children, and they talk to you about stuff, and you give them the answer because that's what guys.
Yeah, but they don't want to hear the guy's
No. They just don't want to hear the and then they're like, oh no, you know what? I'm gonna do the opposite of everything you just said, and then they do it, and then they come back and they're like,
guess what happened?
Oh my god, it happened.
You'll never guess what happened.
He isn't answering my text. I was like, yeah, no shit, dumbass.
Yeah,
but the one I loved, dumb, you know. She was different. I think, you know what I got to do? Because she blocked me on everything. I think what I got to go do is I got to stand outside of her house with a trank dart. Because chloroform, you can get chloroform. You know what? No, I'm going to be strong. I'm not going to tranquilize her and put her in my trunk.
Yeah, don't do that.
I'm going to be strong, and I'm going to, fucking.
You're talking about a girlfriend. Like now, if this was your wife.
You gotta trank her.
You gotta trank her.
You cannot let her get to a lawyer.
Google how to make chloroform. You gotta Google
you can order it on Amazon.
How do you make chloroform?
Yeah.
You
got too much to lose.
With a trip to Walmart, how do you do that? How do you make that happen? What is funny though, like I was thinking about this today, because I work with nothing but females. Yeah. I am the only dude.
So you do hear their problems.
Oh, I hear the problems all the time. I hear the problems all the time.
Such easy problems.
And what's so funny, I was thinking about, like, you have that joke about being a cheerleader. I feel like what it must have been like to be the only male in the cheer group. Yeah. What do they call them? Yell leaders?
Well, no.
The dudes?
No, well, the dudes.
The dudes aren't called cheerleaders. They're called, like, shout masters or something?
No, they're cheerleaders.
They're still cheerleaders?
Yeah.
But yeah, so, like, we're the cheerleaders. I'm the only dude cheerleader. Yeah. And then the doctor, because I work in a clinic, the doctors are the football players.
Oh,
it's like that. We're not allowed to date them.
Yeah,
but I would.
But like they're the jocks.
Yeah, man.
And you're like, Rebecca, he's gonna hurt you, and she's like, no, I think he's different. You're like, he's married. Like, yeah, but he said he's gonna leave her, and then you're like, fucking 3 weeks later.
But he gets me, and I get him. We have a bond. We're connected.
The same shit. And I know that there's friends of mine that are gonna be like, he's talking about me. Exactly. That's how easy this is, that 5 of you are going to be thinking I'm talking about you because it's the same shit. Yeah. And you know what I was going to do? I grabbed this beautiful bitch by her scruff, and I pulled her out of the muck, and I kissed her, and I cleaned her off, and I showed her love and affection, and she bit my fucking hand, and she ran into the woods. What's out there? What's out there for you?
Maybe she got scared of like what you were showing her.
No.
She's like, maybe I don't deserve all this goodness from this man.
No, maybe
I don't deserve love.
No, it's probably I did something. No, I spazzed. I'm not gonna lie, I did spazz.
Oh, now here it is. There's the truth of it.
Now hold on. Me and this girl have been on and off for like a year and a half.
See, that's the thing about on and off, man.
I never I've never spazzed on her, and I'm a certified spaz. Like everybody has gotten it,
and that's a sober spaz too.
And it's okay, and it's
that's more scary.
Here's the thing. The spaz was not. It was not about the thing. Like I was spazzing about something else, but it was just a perfect ticking time bomb.
You were projecting
of some shit. Yeah, but it was projecting shit that she had done earlier. And you know what? It was like 17 spazzes that I had saved, and I was like, no, you shouldn't spazz on her. And one day,
random spazzes?
No, spazzes that I should have spazzed on her, and I didn't. Hmm? So I saved them up, and I was like, no. And one day, it had just been tipping point, and a little tiny thing made me fucking and then I got blocked on everything.
Yeah, you gotta release. So when it happens, you gotta release. You can't let it build up, accumulate, and then full blown spaz. You gotta like.
I couldn't let her think that I didn't spaz or that she was safe from spazzing. Is that fucked up?
No, it's not fucked up. Also,
I spaz on my friends too. Like it's.
But that's also something that she should know about you, or get to like.
She does know about me.
Well, then how come she didn't accept it? The fact that she didn't accept it.
That's what I'm talking about.
The fact that she ran off
so
is
easily.
like, hey, man, like
maybe that's what I'm trying to.
If you ain't up for the challenge, dog.
Yeah. So
walk away now.
My thing now is like,
step off.
Because I've come and apologized to her a bunch of times, and I'm like if I'm not
You apologize easily?
Yes, I'm such a good apologizer.
How long does she apologize?
Not at all.
Women don't apologize.
Yeah, so
women don't apologize.
So here's the thing: is like
you can even like prove them you could prove them wrong with all the evidence, and they'll go like, "Well,
yeah,"
and like that's an apology.
Yeah.
Well,
no, the thing.
No, well, say you're sorry.
It's like I always like run after her because I can't imagine a world without her in it, and then she is this one time just like I'll cut, and I'm like, all right, is she gonna at least like try to reach out to me? And if not, that means I wasn't worth it, and so then I have to move on. So you know what did?
But who told you couldn't live without her in your world?
Me, which is dumb. Maybe I can, but I can't. She's so cool.
I mean, I understand.
Why the fuck
I understand the romanticness of it.
Yeah,
I can't live without you. There's songs about it, you know.
Yeah, I felt this for the first time. You know when they say,
it's not love. Life is not like the songs.
I'm 30. I'm 34. Right.
You can live without her.
I'm just saying. I'm 34. I've been in a lot of long-term relationships. Whenever guys,
long-term meaning
like
how
8
many?
years,
Oh,
5 year, 8 year,
that is
fucking. The shortest one has been like 2 year. Like that was like a baby one. So I've been in all these relationships, and I still, whenever dudes are like, I'm married to my best friend, I'm like, that's the dumbest shit I've ever heard. No, you're not. This was the first chick ever that I was like, I could hit her up about like homie shit. And it was literally like having a homie. So I'm like, fuck, I have to go find that somewhere else, and I can't. So now I think I'm just going to like fuck dudes or something.
I mean, that's the homies, man.
Because now that's the fucked up thing about like a good, you ever feel like, would my life be better if I hadn't met that person ever? Like, it just never known what that was like.
I think that's an initial thought. That's the initial thing. But when you like move on past life, when you like separate, or when you look from it from like a rear view point of view, you're just like, I'm glad I had that. I'm glad I lived through that. Yeah, it sucked. Yeah, I wish it didn't end the way it ended. But like the good times were there, and I appreciate those. And now I'm gonna move on to whatever's going to work out for me.
Yeah, well, okay, so here's the thing. Like, you're in a relationship now, so I won't have you, like...
I'm not in a relationship. I'm married.
You're married. Sorry, so you're married. So I won't get you in trouble. Maybe just say, like, before you met your wife, did you ever have a relationship where, like, the chick was so cool, it, like, brought the bar up for, like, what you're looking for in a girl? Where you're like, God, fuck, now my bar is, like... so much higher because I know what like an awesome fucking chick is like.
Yeah.
It just didn't work out because she's a fucking idiot who won't let me love her. So anyways.
That's tough for my situation because like, believe it or not, how corny this sounds or whatever.
You found your...
My wife was the bar. So we were high school sweethearts, but then we split up right before my senior year in high school.
Yeah.
And we stayed friends, and we did our own thing. But every relationship that I was in, I was like, well, that's not how, she would treat me, or that's not how she would do it, or she wouldn't say it like that, or she wouldn't do it like that. So, like, my wife was always the bar for all the other relationships, which is kind of weird. Like, even, like, 10 years apart, even when I thought, like, we would never cross paths, because she was almost married. Yeah. I was almost married. Like, we almost had, like, different lives. And I was just like... well, damn, like, I missed that opportunity. Let me just try to figure out with somebody else.
So you're saying I should hold out hope that one day she'll fucking...
You won't know until you look back on it.
When she turns...
that's the whole thing. Like, you can't know. There is no fucking, like, crystal ball or, like... you can't time travel.
I gotta wait till her frontal lobes grow in. Right now, she's all fucking delobed.
And that's the whole thing. Like, when you look back on it, you're just like, oh, well, that made sense. I'm glad that all happened the way it did.
Yeah.
But from this angle, you're just like, oh, well, I'll never find love. I thought she was the one. I thought she was it. I thought she was the homie. I thought it was gonna be forever. But it's just so new now. Like, the separation is so new now.
But here's the fucked up thing is, like, I know people get into relationships, like, real fast, and they feel like that, and then it fades off. We just talked for, like, 3 months before, like, anything happened. So all of those feelings developed before we even fucked or, like, we're dating or anything official. I was like, oh, you're the coolest chick I've ever met in my life.
Yeah. I think you just give it time. Like, don't like close that chapter yet.
I blocked her because
that is so stupid. That is
no. She blocked me on everything. So then I was like texting her, and I didn't want to get the response, so I just blocked her.
You can't block a blockee. She's already blocked.
I know.
You've already been blocked.
I was fucking grasping.
Yeah.
So then, but I like 2 days later, I like unblocked her.
Just to see if she unblocked you?
No, I wouldn't see. The only way I'll see if I'm not blocked is if I text her. But the idea of my text not saying delivered and like her block, which I know I'm blocked, but I don't want to see it. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, if she ever wants to get a hold of me, she can.
Yeah. But are you going to like be waiting around?
No, I got to move on with my life. So you know what I did?
You're back on Grindr.
Yep, I got on Grindr, and I'm having my butthole turned out.
Yeah,
Hello,
man.
Rest stops, libraries.
Oh man, did you lose respect for yourself? Have some class.
Public parks, dude. Fuck that.
Have them take you shopping, buy you dinner.
No, you know what my butthole looks like?
No,
this mic.
Oh damn, dude.
That's what my butthole
protruding.
I said, you know what? If she isn't gonna love me, then I'll pick a random man who will.
Yeah.
No,
if I can't get inside of her, they'll get inside of me.
Yeah, no, I'm done getting pussy. I'm done with it.
It's overrated.
Yeah, so I got a kitten.
You got a kitten.
And guess what? The kitten.
Which is like step one to becoming a homosexual.
I know. I'm all the way. No, step one is these shorts.
Yeah, you were tiptoeing to the kitten.
Step one is the nose rings. Step two is the shorts. Step three is the kitten.
Yeah.
And now
you've been taking steps. You grew your hair out.
Grew my hair out. I'm gonna fall off the wagon, but I'm only
fall off the wagon.
Oh, no. I'm gonna fall off the wagon, but I'm only gonna drink Moscato.
Oh.
Yeah, just wine.
I'm a wino.
Wine drunk and sassy. Oh, watch out, world. Now I'm headlining.
Look out.
I'm headlining now. I'm going to put it in my rider that my kitten travels with me everywhere, and she needs a seat on the plane. That is not fucking. I don't need you to pay for a feature. Just pay for my cat to travel with me.
Is she an indoor cat?
Huh?
Is she an indoor cat? Like, does she go?
She's an indoor cat. Yeah.
Go potty inside?
Gator, the most beautiful dude. You want to know something crazy?
Gator,
how perfect Gator is? Yeah, her name's Gator, and I got the haters off her. Gator.
Did you find the kitty?
So a bartender. Do you remember Elbow Room?
Yeah.
Do you remember the bartender Megan? She was like, you might need to edit this part or bleep it. She was the only like really cute bartender that ever worked at Elbow Room. Like hot, like.
No, the only one I remember is the one that wouldn't stop yelling. Is she the one that wouldn't stop yelling?
Was she cute? Because maybe. Because Megan will get a little tipsy. Sorry.
That was the whole thing. I was like, dude, we're on the same team. Stop yelling while the open mic's going on.
Yeah. She would get a little drunk and start like, Anyways. So she posted that she had.
She posted them giving away some pussy.
Yeah, and I was like, I'm on the market.
Yeah.
No.
Hello, Facebook. I got free pussy.
Yeah. I said hello. She had like an outside cat that like had kittens, and this cat's only like 8 weeks. And but anyways, you're asking about the bathroom and stuff. I put down a fucking pee pad for her.
Whoa. They could do that?
I put down a pee pad for a cat. She's this big, dude. Put down a pee pad. Went to it instantly.
Really?
Peed right on it.
That's impressive.
She's peed and pooped on it multiple times. Has not had a single accident.
That's impressive.
Gator, number one tater in the world. Gator the tater.
Yeah, I like that.
Hold on.
I'm gonna call that cat a dog.
Yeah,
that's my dog. That's my dog.
My little gator. Hold on,
give it to him.
Oh, yeah. So the people.
Give it to him.
Oh,
that's a cute little thing.
Isn't that the fucking cutest little gator?
It got some street vibe to it, but it still got like, hey, I'm indoors.
Yeah, dude, she's the best. And guess what? You know the best part about her?
Free.
She loves me.
Oh yeah, there's that too.
She loves me, and guess what? You know the second best part about her? She appreciates me.
But you got to prepare yourself. She's a kitty. They turn into cats.
So
they change. The personality changes.
That's perfect.
I'm just saying.
No.
You seem. I'm just trying to protect you from yourself.
Check it out.
You seem so in love with the situation now.
Check it out.
But kitties turn into cats.
Look, it's a perfect relationship right now. When I need the loving the most, she's there. She's kisses, besitos, all right? And then as she grows and we grow more accustomed to each other, much like a relationship, we'll get a little tired of each other. And then at the end of the day, all I want is somebody to be in the room with me while I'm in the room doing their own thing.
Yeah.
That was what was so good about this fucking relationship.
Yeah.
We would just like hook up and then I would go play video games on my computer and I'd turn and she'd just be like on the couch on her phone for hours. No, we don't need to speak to. That's the type of shit I'm into.
See, y'all got too fast to the marriage part of the relationship.
No,
that's what marriage is. Yeah. You just want somebody to be there.
I just want
you don't want to do activities. You don't even care. You're like she's on the phone.
A dog is like a new relationship all the time. Where are you? Hey, what's going on? I love you. I love you. I love you.
Nah,
where you been? Where you been? What are you doing? What are you doing? A cat? That's like that's a perfect relationship where, hey, I want to fuck with you and I want to fuck with you and then I want to go hang out on the other side of the room. I don't want you to be dead or gone.
Yeah, I'll check up on you.
I want you to be here.
I'll check up on you.
But dating now is like stray cats. It's like outdoor cats. It's like, the cats where you can't open the door. The second they smell the outside,
they take off.
That's what.
Thinking whatever's out there is gonna make them happier than what's in here.
And then sure enough, it doesn't.
Doesn't.
And then what do you hear 2 weeks later?
Hit by a car. Or they come back if they don't get hit by a car.
One day they get hit by a car and you go, fucking good. I fucking told you not to be out in the streets.
See what happens when you don't listen to me?
You just screaming at a fucking...
at the fucking tire mark cat?
Yeah, just a flat cat.
Are you happy now?
Do you see what you've done?
Look what you've done to us.
You just call it your ex-girlfriend's name.
Yeah. Yeah.
What have you done to me?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, man. I'm happy for you. I'm happy for you.
That's sad?
Great. No, that you got that kitty love. But I'm just saying, prepare yourself because kitties turn into cats. My wife's dog sucks. It's not my dog. Even though I walk it, I feed it.
Why?
My wife's dog sucks because he has the temperament of a cat. Hates being pet. Doesn't like to be touched unless it's on his terms. He'll jump on your lap, but if you try to pet him, he'll go like, get the fuck away, dude. It's so embarrassing, dude. When I walk him, because I gotta walk him, right?
Yeah.
And I mean, he's not a bad looking dog. Cosmo, shout out Cosmo if you're watching.
Cosmo.
Like and subscribe.
Oh yeah. Also shout out Gator if we're giving a shout.
What's up, Gator? Yeah. Like and subscribe. Join the YouTube.
Yeah.
But like, people will come up, they'll see the dog, and he looks cute, whatever. And like I made him, whatever. Yeah. And they go like, "Oh, can I pet your dog?" I was like, "You could try." And that's how when I say that, I was like, "You could try." I sound like the asshole because I'm just like, "Yeah, give it your best shot." Yeah. But like they go down, and he's like, "Oh, I'm sorry." I was like, "Yeah, man. He doesn't like to be touched. He's like a fucking cat."
Does your wife beat him?
No. He loves the wife. What's great about dogs, which I wish I had with my dog or with my wife's dog. Whenever you walk home and they get excited to see you, I don't get that. I walk in the door, he just picks his head up from the couch. Oh, it's you.
Damn, he's a stepson.
Oh, he's a stepson for sure, dude.
Damn, you got a stepson. He looks at you. He's like, "All right, what up, Pat?" You're like, "It's Dad."
Yeah.
You're not my real dad.
Yeah, but your real dad's not here. I'm here. I feed you.
He looks at his paws just like a kid. Like if you adopted a kid from another country, they'd be like, "You were not even the same color." He's like, "Yeah, hair everywhere.
Yeah,
I look no opposable like thumbs.
I don't want your life.
I don't want your life."
But it sucks, dude, because I'm a dog person, dude. Like that was the best part of having dogs is when they get excited to see you. This motherfucker does not, dude. Yeah, and it's so fucking stupid.
I feel like having a dog is like having a girlfriend that's like that loves you as shit, but like every time she drinks, bro, she sleeps with somebody else. Like she cheats on you all the time, and it's like you can't even get mad at her because she's so dumb.
Yeah, she don't know any better.
Sort of thing. She's like, I wasn't thinking. I don't know.
Yeah.
It was, and they cry.
It was my fault because I did ask her to drink. I was like, hey, let's have some drinks. She's like, all right.
That's your dog. Like your dog loves you. And then somebody else comes over and they're like, who's this? Oh, who's this? All the love, and then when the person leaves, like, oh, I'm sorry, I love you.
Yeah,
Like,
I didn't mean it. It just happens. Like, I believe you, I guess, because I have no self-esteem.
Yeah, exactly, dude. A cat. Man.
This dog is so stupid, dude. Like, he eats shit. He can't help but eat shit all the time. I mean, I feed him before we go on a walk, so he doesn't go walking hungry.
Yeah,
he'll still try to eat shit. It's so embarrassing.
Yeah, I mean, well,
that's like having a bad kid.
Like, have you ever tried shit? I'm not saying I have. I'm just asking if you have.
I mean, it doesn't look bad. If I was a dog, would I?
Would you try?
Sure, I don't know.
It's got to be interesting, you know.
But it's so embarrassing. Dude.
If you go off smells, like remember your whole thing is like, oh, things smells. That smells like a lot.
Like I feel like that's what it feels like to have like a bad kid act up at a store.
Yeah.
Like at a busy grocery store, like just throwing a fit, and the whole world is like hates your kid.
Yeah.
You know, they're looking at him like, do something about this.
Well,
and he's like, I don't know what to do. Yeah, right? That's what I'm saying. Some people like walking the dog all cool and shit, and then like some people walk by and they just see my dog pick up a hamburger, fucking dog poop, and eat that shit. They're like,
well,
dude, what?
Have you ever eaten a booger? I mean,
yes.
I feel like dogs that eat this shit. It's like
today.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I can't hate on it because I get it. You know, you get a good crusty one from the back that like forms a half moon,
but like
a ring.
Just like kids are representation of the parents, the dog represents me.
Yeah, well,
am I a shit eater? Is
no,
this
but
what
you're
you think
a
of
booger
me,
eater.
dog?
It sees you taking it out of your
body.
Not
as much as my dog eats shit. My dog eats shit way more per capita. I don't even know.
Yeah, but they don't know
capita?
regulation. They don't know how to regulate their intake.
But he makes it seem he's telling the world, I don't eat. I was like, you eat more than anybody well, that's not true. For the dog, for his size, per capita.
You know what's fucked up? I know, well, it's not off subject, but like my dog, I had a dog for like 14 years. She is the most beautiful thing in the world, Rasta Pasta, R.I.P. But like this dog would eat her own shit all the time, right?
Her own shit?
Her own shit. Like one time she shit into her dog bed and then before I got home, she ate through the dog bed. Yeah. Ate a hole in the dog bed. So, but check it out. If I had a hamburger and I threw it to her, she would start eating it, stop, take the bun off, take the tomato and the lettuce, and peel it off.
A picky eater.
And then fucking eat. I'm like, hold on.
Interesting. You eat shit.
Eat your literal shit. But lettuce or tomato.
It's the texture. They don't like the texture.
Yeah. Get it. I'm a texture guy myself.
Yeah, dude. Man, my last dog, the dog that I had, like your Rasta would be my Surge. I had that dog for like 15 years. He was my road dog. Went to Austin.
Mountain Dew?
No, named after System of a Down.
Oh, okay.
System of a Down had just came out right when I got the dog, and I named him Surge.
The Protector.
Yeah. And what's so funny is like I didn't think he was gonna last a day. My grandma brought him home in like a little shoebox. The dog had no hair, covered in fleas. My grandma wakes me up. She puts him on my bed. She's like, "I got you something." And I was like, "Oh, what is this?"
It's dead.
Yeah, I was like,
"You got me a used dog."
What's wrong? And she got so hurt. She was like, "Oh, I just want to do something nice for you." I was like, "No, Grandma, I love it. I'll keep it. Whatever."
Where did she get it from?
Found out on the street. Her neighbor had it. Giving away puppies. And didn't think that dog would last a day. It lasted 15 years.
Yeah.
Vet said he was going to live 10 hours or forever.
Why was he
proved
sick?
us all wrong. Oh, the dog was horrible. He had hair issues and all that stuff. He had mange, I guess, whatever.
Did he ever get healthy?
Because he went with me to Washington. Loved that guy. Flourished in Washington. His hair grew back. He fucking loved it when it snowed, dude. He was fucking awesome, man.
How long were you in Washington?
Collectively 7 years. I moved back 8 months and then I moved back to Washington. Flew the dog. The dog has flown and driven more miles than some humans.
Yeah. Did good on flights?
Oh, I don't know. I put him in the fucking cargo.
That's not my problem. You just hear.
I gave him some Benadryl. I was like, see you on the other side,
yeah.
Surge. Yeah, dude. And he would do this cute thing, which I thought was cute, but I don't know if like he was just like dizzy when I would take him on drives and he would sit on my lap. He was a little terrier mix thing, so he'd sit on my lap and he would just like slam his head in my chest. I was like, oh, that's so sweet. Or are you just dizzy?
Or you're having a seizure.
Or you're having a seizure.
Yeah, like, do I put my wallet in your mouth?
Yeah, dude. But I had that dog for like 15 years. That's love.
Yeah, and you know what?
This fucking piece of shit Cosmo does to me?
Not love.
I deserve more.
Yeah, when
Ain't no surge, I'll tell you that.
yeah, when Rasta died, it was pain, anguish. When fucking whatever that little shit dies, it's that you're like, okay, good.
No, I'll still be sad, but I'm really sad because he never loved me the way I deserve to be loved.
Dude, my mom has had so many cats, and she keeps naming them the same names.
That's when people do that to me. That's weird.
Dude, it's fucking weird, and it's confusing the shit out of my daughter because like 3 of the cats have died in my daughter's lifetime. My daughter's 7.
Yeah,
3 of the cats have died in her lifetime.
Now she thinks cats live forever,
and she thinks, or all the like 2 of the cats have had the same name. It confuses her.
What's the name?
Well, those 2 jaguars. Oh, there was 2 jaguars, and there's been 2 Bagheeras. And so, but
I mean, that's a good name, though, man.
But here's the thing: cat dies. You know what my mom does every fucking time, and I should expect it now.
Buy a Bagheera.
You know what she does? Wraps it in a fucking towel and puts it in the bottom drawer in the freezer.
What?
To take it to the vet to have them get rid of it. I'm like, you don't want to dig a hole or whatever. She's like, it's gonna float up. Like, no, you know. I'm like, dude. So multiple times.
That's
when I was
wild
drinking
to me.
Too, when I was
so
drinking
wild
too,
in the food freezer.
Brother. I have opened up
with the sandwich
crisper.
meats.
The freezer. I've opened up the freezer to get a hot, or not a hot pocket, pot pie at like 3 a.m, and there's just been a dead cat in there. First off, terrified me.
Terrifying.
Second, I think it ruined the pot pie.
Yeah,
I know
sure.
technically they're not because it's wrapped in a bunch of towels and bags and freezer, and then the pot pie is separate. But I'm like, they were in the same area.
The cat spirit entered your pot pie.
I don't even like that. Like the popsicles are on top. I don't feel comfortable eating the popsicle.
Yeah, they taste like pot pie. Just like the pot pie tastes like dead cat.
And
Bagheera. That's weird, dude.
Jaguar.
That is so weird.
Yeah. She puts them in the yeah, I don't know.
In the freezer,
what are you gonna do about
dude? I don't know, man. Some people are just built different. You just gotta
Mexican immigrant.
You gotta love their quirkiness.
I don't. I mean, I love my mom, but
you got to.
That shit's got to go.
You gotta do it.
My mom does a lot of weird shit. I was talking about it on stage, but I've been telling my mom she's a lesbian lately. She doesn't.
That's
like
so funny.
She really doesn't like it because I started out.
Oh yeah, of course.
Because it started out.
Isn't she married to a man?
No, she's not married. She hasn't been in a relationship in fucking 10 plus years.
Yeah, go to the dark side. They're waiting
but
for
that's
you.
the thing. She wasn't
Get a free toaster.
Go to the dark. My mom gets so mad, and she's like, I'm like, I think he's just gay, and I joke about it, and she jokes, but then she'll get mad, and she's like, what makes you say that? I'm like, you dated a woman for 4 years.
Yeah. That's a telltale.
And my mom was like, no, that was just a phase. I was like, eating pussy for 4 years was not a phase. You were not having a phase. You were having fun. That's what you were doing, and you were enjoying it. And now she's all like Christian. So like anytime gay rights or gay pride, anything comes up, she gets like, oh. Like it's, and she's like, they're, it's wrong, it's a sin, but like whatever. And I'm like,
wow.
And I'm like, it's that good, isn't it? It's so good. You're fucking like, don't talk about it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, and I start putting it together.
Get the thoughts out of my head.
Yeah, and I'm like, why does she get so mad anytime anything gay comes up? Even though
that's interesting. Yeah,
she was a hairdresser for 17 years. So she was around.
That was a phase.
She was nothing but gays. Like all her friends were gay guys or lesbians.
Mm-hmm.
Like my mom talks about the late 1980s and her being a hairdresser, like a medic in Vietnam. she's like, and then we lost Philip, and then we lost Terry, and then just talking about all the gay guys that died of AIDS.
Oh, lost to what?
And then she's like, we lost a lot of good men during that time. And I'm just like, epidemic. Mom, you're like, so all your friends were gay guys, and she'll get like emotional and cry about them. She dated a woman for 4 years.
Just one?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't know how many she slept with.
Oh, okay.
But I know how many she dated.
Yeah.
And then growing up, like we hung out with
just
all
one
these,
is a phase, I would say.
And then we hung out with this lady, and I called her my Aunt Bonnie, and I was just like, yeah. And I never understood why all my Aunt Bonnie's fucking girlfriends would get mad whenever my mom would come around. And I was like, why are all Aunt Bonnie's girlfriends weird? Like all of them end up getting mad at my mom.